Welcome back, guys. Good evening. How was your day? And how was trading today? We called this out yesterday, and we definitely see it play out as we call out yesterday. So, basically, it's not, I'm not feeling good about the price delivery though. I'm just, oh my fucking god, what kind of mistake is this? Well, I'm just more conscious on positioning myself for the major weekly range, right? Because it's either the more volatility will occur Tuesday, Wednesday, then some obvious day we have it on Thursday. Why some the worst days we will have it on Fridays, meaning that the highest expansion for the week will occur mostly Tuesday or Wednesday. But in some obvious week, right? I mean obvious week, we'll have it on Thursday. Why some irregular week, that is the worst week, will have the highest expansion on Friday. And there are parameters behind why it is going to form that Friday. If that Friday is a non-farm payroll week, definitely it's going to give you that Friday. That is what actually happened. Is either if the Friday is non-farm payroll or the CPI data, it is going to eventually give you very high volatility, which is major reason why uh, we call that day no trade zone, only for those who are expert at burning their accounts. So basically, I am now trying to position myself for the major weekly range or weekly expansion. Let me not say range, the highest weekly expansion. So basically, we know that we are looking at this buy side liquidity as our highest expansion draw on liquidity this week. So, and we already have this laying up here, and if this is going to give us a bullish move, we are supposed to see the market deliver higher, all right, deliver higher to this buy side liquidity, maybe Wednesday or Thursday. Um, and also I am trying to figure out how far can we go lower before we continue our highest our what before we continue or before price continue the major upward move. Now I just dig market this and let me read what I have here. The Euro US dollar daily contract for Monday 14th March of 2024 deliver nicely as call out from what from the weekly market review and also traded higher, sweeping the Tuesday buy side liquidity, which is Tuesday 27th of February. I mean, this particular buy side liquidity was swept today, all right, and also creating or a relative equal highs between the high created today and that Tuesday high. All right. So I am very pleased to see Euro deliver bullish today and also setting the point for a bullish weekly profile. If Tuesday did not deliver below today low, then this will indicate that today price action delivery, which is the Monday, will be the low of the week. What I'm actually anticipating there is that now I just talk about weekly profile. All right, there are different kind of there are four different types of what ICT uh, ideal. You know what I mean by ideal? When it's something is an ideal scenario, that is they occur more, right? If you want to relate it to trading, you will say they occur more. It's an ideal something that actually happen more. So ICT provide us with what four different what ideal weekly profile. All right. So uh one of them is the week. The Monday will form the low of the week, but this one it happens like let's say in a year. It does not. We have 52 weeks in a year, right? So that means that this one can only happen, let's say, 6 times in a year, or 10 times in a year, which is 10 in weeks, right? If you're trying to talk in weeks. So it does not happen more obvious. Now, the one that is very obvious is the one that Tuesday creates the low of that week. All right. Then that particular day is a very, very good and ideal day. But now, what makes it an ideal day? How will you even identify that Tuesday will create the low or the high of the week? There are parameters, and that parameters is in your chart. What are you looking out for? What is the momentum currently in price? Right, like as we can see, the momentum currently in price does not even indicate any what slight lower price on euro. So meaning that every opportunity that is being shown here right now is a bullish opportunity as we are driving towards this area. And let for example tomorrow we run far and take out this high, then there is going to be a very big decline on Thursday. Alright, that Wednesday might just form the swing high, but Thursday will definitely sweep back into the weekly range, and it will go deeper, and which will now show that this higher price move is a liquidity sweep. Alright, so if the move tomorrow does not expand above here, and let's say we drive lower and create an efficient price action with with Friday, which is last week Friday high. If we create an efficient price action, that is today price we just open, we price lower into it, then before going higher. If that happen, that is an efficient price delivery, and that is another ways that the market is showing us that there is a momentum towards the upside, right? That this buy side might not be a liquidity sweep. I hope this is enough explanation for that. Now, okay, if euro on the weekly contract find its way lower and retest on the weekly inversion fair value gap, that will oh, sorry, I sorry. Oh, sorry. If euro find its way lower, I will be interested if it gives a perfect price delivery without creating a daily fair value gap. That is a uniform price move as shown as soon as we get to the Friday candle high. I will be using that as a sentiment to be a buyer on euro, just like I just explained here. So what happened is I went to read another statement that is supposed to be this statement. So sorry for that. So another sentiment I will be using is that as is another something I will be using as a sentiment is to be a buyer on euro, right? On EU is also I will be looking out for a divergence between euro and DXY, or euro GBP, or GBP DXY. Then finally, my draw on liquidity is what buy side liquidity on the daily price. So that has bring us to the end of this particular day. We're going to sorry this particular daily candle on euro. So let's go to DXY. So if this is your first time coming to this YouTube channel, please do subscribe to my content, and also share with friends and families. I will really appreciate. Give me your comments, what you think I should add to this thing to make it more better. Just as a community, give me your review about my content, and that will go a long way to improve the way I create this content. Alhamdulillah. So now what you're looking at is the March contract, the 4th of March contract 2024, the SY daily market. And as you can see, this is an indecisive candle for DXY, all right, and it's a bullish move for euro. Now you see it has a divergence on its own, And also we can see that today price on euro price low higher and tap on the what, the weekly volume imbalance. So we can see that we tap on this volume liquidity void, right, and deliver lower. And as we already have an indecisive, now listen very carefully. As we already have an indecisive candle on the daily contract for DXY, what I have observe an indecisive candle, and most time whenever there is an indecisive candle, what follows it is a very big expansion. Now we want to all I want to tell you now, all I want you to do now is to look into this price, go to lower time frame and think where you think what tomorrow low is going to form. All right, if you cannot do that, all you have to do is to what, when you wake up in the morning, mark out your what mid your opening price. uh as soon as price go higher, anytime price go higher, no let if you are trading DXY, anytime price go higher, you should find a opportunity to sell. So I'm not telling you to go do this, please. You can actually do this with a demo account, okay? So don't go do this with your real money, all right? But just try it out and see. I want you to be able to buy above, sorry, to sell above the opening the opening price, and what, to buy below the opening price. If you trade euro, you should buy below the opening price. So because that's basically what I would do. Yeah. So that is it for the daily contract for the XY, and I will take us to the 4 hourly contract on Euro. So this is the 4 hourly contract for the XY, oh sorry, for Euro. Now the Euro US dollar 4 hourly contract showed nicely how price deliver perfectly into the trading range. Now on the 4 hour that we can see that there is a continuous price higher, a continued higher price on euro that sweep the buy side liquidity and trade back into the daily range. Now on the 4 hour, it is clear we cannot expect what, lower price, as euro we cannot expect lower price on euro, as the price delivery for as the price delivery is efficiently distributed, which has set the idea for a bullish move. What I'm saying is that on the 4 hour, we can't see a bullish order block, we can't see a fair value gap, only this one. But well, it's very good that this one is at the discount price. If you check here and check here, but now what is opposing this price move is the XY. You know why? Because the XY is not showing willingness to go lower right now. And if the XY did not go lower, there is no way if the XY does not go higher, there is no way euro will go lower. So this because of these two parameters, we're going to centralize our views into this whole sentiment and ideas, and also positioning ourselves for the right move in this market. And one thing I also know, that if we price above this down close candle, which is the last down close candle on the 4 hour, let's say this 4 hour rally and close above it, I'm going to use that as a bullish order block, right, to buy. Because also if we look at this particular price area uh, as a bullish breaker, that will also have a good impact in price. But because of how it is shown, I am not trusting it to be what I'm not trusting it to be a bullish breaker. So that is it for the 4 hour. We'll go to the Euro DXY. So welcome back to the XY. Sorry, this is the 4 hourly contract for the XY, and as I've stated, that we might likely. So what is going to take us into that deep discount fair value gap on weekly on euro is that if the XY actually price into this deep discount fair value gap. How? how you know, the question is what will take us here, right? What kind of price delivery will take us here? So because of all that, we're going to what build our sentiment in many words factors. All right. I'm not telling you to go chase the price, but also don't be a fool to let this slide. Okay, that is what I will have to say. And one thing I do know is we ain't going above this price level. We're not going above this price level on euro, on the XY. We're not going above this price level. We might retrace into this area before going lower. Alright, so that is very important to add. Sorry. So let's go to the hourly contract for euro US dollar. So this is the hourly contract for Euro US dollar. Now the Euro US dollar hourly contract shows nicely the intraday price delivery for Monday, 4th of March 2024. Now the daily profile is an obvious 8 o'clock AM New York local time as the low of the day that swept the what the Sunday lows and what midnight low before rallying higher. The high of the day is formed at 11 o'clock New York local time that sweep the buy side liquidity and price into the daily range. Now what I indicate there is this low, as is this candle low, as it is the low of the day. And also I think the only thing that can bring us lower is the word. If there is any news event, we might use this place because there are stop here. We might weave once into this area before going back. Alright, I'm not telling you. Um, so the high of the day, alright, so it's formed at this price, and after we swept the buy side liquidity we went back into the low range, and we can see there is a fair value gap here and inversion fair value gap. I am not curious to see because if there is any move higher now, it's just a student move, but I want to see how market react to these areas tomorrow morning, so we don't have to build our sentiment for the afternoon price delivery. I'm basically very tired, so I don't know, but I'm just kind of tired. So this is the dollar index what hourly contract, and as also we have the fair value gap, the inversion fair value gap, and I could expect a restrict like a price higher that will sweep this low. I like if this low is swept tomorrow, this price move will be so sweet because it will deliver and almost come to this area. Why? Because it will engineer liquidity to move faster. That is basically why I think it's going to do that. And to add again, if this is your first time watching my video, please like, comment, share this video with family and friends. I will really appreciate your effort. So thank you for that. And also, what I want to add to this is the fact that the whole news outlet currently right now, I don't have much to say according to today. Go, you already know that what we're looking out for this week is what bullish day. We are looking for out for bullish days this week, and we want to see how many times all this occur. So we want to see how many times all this occur in price, and also to position ourselves. I'm only trying to give you guides on how to react with this market, all right? So that is basically what I'm actually looking out for today. I want to see how I'm going to react and position myself for the weekly expansion, which is either today or tomorrow. So if it does not come today or tomorrow, then it is an obvious week then, and that also show that there is no much volatility to move this market. All right, this has brought me to the end of this today content. I hope it is insightful And please, if you learn something, please do comment and share this video. Subscribe